Everybody to our mid-race of the evening, 5:19 currently. We're fixing to get underway with the Group 12X race. Right now, if we go over here to the oval, we can see that we got the soft body race going on here right now. Just a couple of people on there, red, white, orange, and blue getting ready. I don't know if there's more people getting in that or not. That'd be a T category. But right now we can see T here getting Glenn, Bruce, Gunner, Jackson, Nathaniel, and Randy all set up for the Group 12X race, which is a 2 times point race every week here at Lanes Raceway. It is our top end pro class, I guess you would say. And then after that, we'll have our main event of the evening, which is Fairview IT Management Cup Series on the oval, which, you know, I can't say it's been a bloodbath this season. People have really drove their hearts out on the Fairview IT Cup Series, and everybody's drove each other pretty clean and kept it from being a destructive mess for sure. But nonetheless, that'll be coming up later this evening after this race. So if you're interested in some Group 12 action, we got 3 strike action waiting to happen for you. We see Bruce Bullington getting his car set up there on White Lane, and Randy Cotton Candy Kirtley getting his Lamborghini set up on yellow there. And Jackson here, he come back from a second position, had to give up the pink dot. And Randy, of course, now acquiring that pink dot this week. If he wins, he's going to get another pink dot. So we'll see how things progress here as we continue on here at Lanes Raceway. Stay tuned with us. We'll get the race right underway as soon as everybody gets their cars set up. We'll be right back with you. All right, looks like our last racer, Randy Kirtley's rounding about the bend here. He's hooking a fan in. He's going to get her extra toasty here in Lanes Raceway. Trying to keep everybody cool. Me, him, and my brother went to Britt Floyd over the week. Went Thursday. It's a pretty good time. All right, you guys ready? Watch your lights. 4 red lights dropping out to green. Here we go. Simultaneously, we got an oval race of 6 racers rocking and rolling over there. Their points will be added for the Rookie Series. Rookie Series states that if you've never won a Rookie Series, you're eligible for the first place prize. If not, and you have won, you're not eligible. But you can still race. You're just not eligible for points to be added up to get that prize. So I don't know exactly who's in the lead currently right now in the Rookie Series, but it's been a bloodbath. Zach, the past 2 weeks, has got himself a yellow dot. A little bit different than the pink dot. The yellow dot, of course, is a little less potent than the pink dot. The pink dot's the hot dot. So we got red, orange, and yellow taking strikes here. Got another yellow flag here. Gunner Bender out in the lead right now. We did some quick body modifying for his car. His body was cut a little too high, and the front nose was letting a lot of air in. And that's going to be yellow lane. And receive their second strike. That's Cotton Candy Randy right there. Already 2 strikes.
You're not doing that?
So we get 2 people off up in the horseshoe very quickly. See who those people are as Jackson rolls around to pass those cars to my wife. Say happy birthday to T. It is her birthday this week. Blue and orange getting strikes. Orange is second, blue's first. And we're already into another yellow flag. Man, this is some quick yellow flag action. That's going to be a strike on red, their second. A lot of wrecks so far. A lot of racing left to go. So we get a flag and the car shot to the outside there. That looks like that might be Nathaniel there. That'll be Nathaniel's third strike. Another wreck to take place in the upper high banks there. We see who that is. Two cars, actually. Blue and white. Blue's second, white's first. Flag here. We'll see who it is. And that's going to be Jackson's third. For red lane. Get 2 upended each other here. That's going to be a strike on white. Their second. So basically, everybody but Glenn, if they wreck, they're coming off. As we get a one off on their lid here. Let's see who it is. 2 people off. It's going to be 1 for Glenn. red flag rotation. So we go to the strikes here. It's pretty brutal. 2 people setting out and very close to everyone else setting out. Go ahead and clear those. Head over to the track mate. Randy currently 33 laps. He's out in the lead right now, hanging it in there. 29 for Gunner, 29 for Glenn, Bruce Bullington 26, Jackson Darty 17, and Nathaniel Burden 10. We're dropping a mess load of frames here, folks, and I don't know why. Yet again, here we go. It's like any time we try to start a stream up, it's out of control. I'm going to leave it on this screen and we'll be right back with you.
Race starts in 5 seconds. Get ready. Race starts in 20 seconds. Get ready. Race starts in 5 seconds. Get ready.
All right, folks, here we go. It looks like whatever the issue was for drop frames, I believe whenever we click to track mate, so we'll try to avoid that in the future, at least for the end of this race. It seemed like it messed up some frames there. 2,040 drop frames so far. So we get our first wreck here to take place. We're going to see Bruce Bullington coming back over there, and it's going to be a strike on white. Randy Curley out in the lead right now. 3.523 is his best lap in the median. 3.58, doing pretty good there. Gunnar Bender there, 3.55 down on purple. So we see a car fly to the high outside here of the high banks. Could be a victim of the blip. That's going to be Bruce Bullington taking a strike there on red lane. Bruce currently running in 4th position, 4.022. I believe next week I'm going to be a higher gun for him yet again. Hopefully I do better this next week than I did this week. And that's going to be another strike there for white lane. To another yellow flag. Looks like we got one off between yellow and purple there. So blue and purple are going to get strikes. It's going to be green taking a strike. Gunner and Glenn currently tied together. Get a strike there for blue. They're second. See a car go to the high outside there. I believe that to be Gunner going to take a strike. On purple, it'll be his second. Got a yellow flag here and a red flag. We got 1 second here. That might have been 3. Yeah, that was the third for blue. He's telling T to hold it. And that's a red flag rotation. So we lost 1 second there. Good racing by Glenn. I'm not going to go to the track mate, guys. I'm just going to kind of go over it. Hope you can look in the upper left-hand screen as we drop frames when I do. Randy Kirtley got 67 total laps right now, 33.5 on average. Gunnar Bender 61 with 30.5 on average. Glenn Burden there in third position, around up your top 3 with 59 on total laps, 29.5 average. Bruce 53 laps, Jackson 49, and Nathaniel 34. Let's go ahead and clear these strikes out real quick. And I'm going to bring you guys right back to cam 1 and 2. And hopefully you can watch these guys work. We'll be right back with you.
Race starts in 20 seconds.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Race starts in 5 seconds.
right, folks, here we go. A little bit of that oval action you've seen there towards the end. 4 red lights dropping out to green. Randy Kirtley currently your leader, now up on white lane. Gunnar Bender right there behind him after a little bit of body modification. Says his car is working a lot better. He gets in a little incident right there. Somebody shoots her to the outside wall right in his lane. We're going to see who these two guys are. We're looking at purple and black. Good stalled car there on red lane. Be a strike for red. It just goes to show you how jolty these cars are. Guys have to let off, man. Sometimes you just miss that cue by a little bit and you're right in a dead spot. So we got another car coming off here on the upper portion of the donut. They're going to get a strike, and that is going to be blue lane taking a strike. And I'll tell you, I've raced this, guys, and it is not an easy class to race. Even when the gear ratios are set perfect, man, it is just aggressive hard and aggressive braking. So, I mean, these guys are doing an exceptional job in comparison to the way that I run. So, hoping that get a little practice time come next week with Bruce's car that maybe I can work on that a little bit. That's going to second there. Top 3 right now, as it is, Randy Kirtley, 78, 6 laps down from him. Gunnar Bender, 73. Glenn Burden there, just 3 laps down from Gunnar at 71. Bottom of the pack there, Bruce Thornton's leading at 68. Jackson's already there, right behind him at 65 as he had to set out there. And then, of course, 46 laps there where Nathaniel also having to set out. So they're just hoping that people end up wrecking out that are above them so that they can make a climb. It's 2 for purple there. 2 for purple, 2 for black. These are 2 guys in the upper portions. So Bruce Jackson and Nathaniel all hoping that they crash out. Half of the heat left to go. That'll give them a little bit of grab time to be able to come back up on those guys. Guys definitely make it to where it almost solidifies Randy Kirtley unless he wrecks out. But at least there'll be a little jostling in the midfield. And I'll tell you what, old Gunner's letting her sing out there on the black lane. Just letting that back end fly around there. Recently got that Gemini chassis a whole lot better than the Champion Turbo Flex chassis. They were running. Let's see here, Hill now running second position here. Gunner just came off of a win earlier in the Truck Series. So Gunner is poised to make himself a nice bit of change if he keeps up the way he's racing right now. And that's a red flag rotation, and Gunner is really confident, folks. I'm not going to click over to the TrackMate because we have so many issues with drop frames. But Randy Kirtley right now, 33.3 on average with 100 laps. And we have Gunner with 93 laps, 31 on average. Glenn Burton, 29.3 on average with 88 to round up the top 3. Nothing's really changed there. Bruce Bullington, Jackson, and Nathaniel battling it out for that 4th position. 85 for Bruce, 81 for Jackson, and 59 for Nathaniel. Clear out these strikes here. I'll leave you on cams 1 and 2. We'll be right back with you.
It does it so quick you can hardly catch it.
Race starts in 5 seconds. Get ready.
All right, folks, here we go. 4 red lights are dropping out to green. We're back in this Group 12X action. Looks like we're dropping quite a few more frames here. Hopefully that kind of staunches itself a little bit. 2,520. I hope the viewing experience you're seeing is good. I mean, what we're getting here, 9% usage on the CPU, 30% usage on the video card. I don't know why it's doing what it's doing. Internet's connected. I'm checking everything. But sometimes it does this, guys. You know that. I have to end up redoing every single thing on this software. So we might end up having to do that. Bruce Bulletin going to take a strike there. Hopefully you can hear me. If not, well, sorry. I thought I might have fixed the issue, but we're always fixing issues, it seems like. See Bruce Bulletin bringing his car back around here. He's going to take another strike there. Randy Curley out in the lead, 105 laps, already turned 5 laps, him and Gunner both, 98 for Gunner.
Race starts in 20 seconds. Ready. Race starts in 5 seconds. Get ready.
Got a little flag there after several seconds of good racing. Looks like it's possibly under Dead Man's Corner. It's going to be a strike for Black Lane. They're first. Into another yellow flag here. And that's going to be a strike for yellow. Our second position there, Gunner. Going off here. Yellow and black. So both yellow and black on their second strikes now, alongside blue. 1 minute left. Got a stalled car up on the S turns. That's going to be a strike for green.
Got her loose, getting in.
The median times very close together, 3.9, 3.8, 4.0. Everybody around the upper 3s to 4 second times there. Another yellow flag here is we got a stalled car here. I think that's Glenn Burton as he unhooks his stuff there. So we'll see a third strike there for him. And we see Gunner's car come flying off. That's going to be a third strike for him. So this is good news for Bruce, Jackson, and Nathaniel. It's going to be a heat over. We're going to go ahead and clear the strikes here. So we had top 3 guys fall a little bit there. That'd be Gunner and Glenn. Right now, Randy Kirtley's still in the lead, 133 laps. 119 for Gunner, 113 for Jackson now as he moves up a position. Glenn Burton there, 109. Bruce Bullington, 106. 88 for Nathaniel. Nathaniel needs that to happen again for Jackson down, or Gunner down. And then we'll see a little bit of an equalizing between these racers. But just like I said, folks, you know, here we are halfway through. So there's still 4 more heats. Anybody can have that happen to them. So it just remember, it ain't over until it's over. The oval right now on a hiatus there as they wait for their rotation to take place. Pull over here. We'll be back with you in about a minute, 40 seconds. All right, 5 seconds before we go back racing on the Group 12. We're going to go ahead and swap over. So we see 4 red lights dropping out to green. Group 12X racing. You see looks to be Randy Kirtley running back to the start line, stalled there in the S turns. He's going to lose a lap or 2 there from Gunner and Jackson and Glenn. We got a stalled car on purple. That's Bruce Bullington making his way around. And he's back in the mix here. And 37 seconds left to go in the heat. And we got our first flag. seeing, looks to be Glenn Burton taking a peek at his ride. I got a fly trying to drink my eye water. It's that hot in Lanes Raceway right now. I'd say it's probably a good 74, 75 degrees in here at least. Got a lot of heads in here making some heat. All right, that's going to be a strike on orange. It's actually Gunner. So strike on orange. Not bad, not bad. All right, that's going to be a strike on orange yet again for Gunner. T. Cars wrecking there on the oval. T. Jackson now taking over second position. Sorry, folks, I have some phone messages coming in. It's my wife's birthday. She's getting a lot of birthday messages. I've been saying it for years. Just take my phone. Nobody even calls me anymore. But she won't do it. She don't like carrying stuff in her pockets. Randy Kirkland, 167. 33.4 on average total laps. 145 for Jackson in second. Glenn Burton 139 in third. Gunnar Bender 134 in fourth. Bruce Boynton 133 and 118 Nathaniel. It's getting a lot more compacted here for that second place battle. Everybody has a chance at second place. Go ahead and clear this. I'm going to take you guys over to the oval, and I'm going to get this phone to my wife. I'll be right back.
Race starts in 20 seconds. Race starts in 5 seconds.
All right, folks, got a flashback over to the main event here. Hope you've been enjoying the little oval intermissions. Sometimes it works out like that. We got enough time that you can watch these guys do a little bit of oval racing. Now, that's our rookie series. Anybody's eligible to get in that. They just need a 4.5-inch GRC/FCR or hard body chassis with a stomp motor, 9-pinion, 29-2 crown gear, 48 pitch, of course. And then tires up to 1 inch you can run them. So first strike's going to be there on orange. Special thanks to Dana Dern, the ultimate track marshal here at Lanes Raceway, for helping them out.
Y'all, and I ain't done nothing to it. I ain't on the junkie bag.
There's been a lot of wrecking out and tossing back and forth in this race so far, and we still have 2 more heats left to go. As we see Jackson Darty, you know, he wrecked out with a minute or so left on his heat mark. He's back in 2nd place because there's been so much wrecking out. Nathaniel Burden now, he just needs everybody to wreck out above him one more time, and then we're going to see everybody kind of chain link in there together. As we see blue, Randy Kirtley taking a strike. Everybody would probably love to see him take a seat for a heat, so they can climb up about 20 or so laps. That would be nice. But other than that, it is a very, very close battle for 2nd place. Another yellow flag here.
The race starts in 1 minute.
Dana Dern definitely getting his exercise. Tom Payton entered the building a while ago. Used to see him all the time here, racing and giving everybody what for. He's got some updates from
Race starts in 40 seconds.
coming from the lake and spending a weekend down at the lake. So that's gonna be a strike there on orange.
Race starts in 20 seconds. 1 minute left. Race starts in 5 seconds. Get ready.
Purple will take the strike on this one. Looks like black too, gonna take a strike.
Get ready.
Now, the week of the 29th, of course, probably said this a few times, me and the wife and my family are all going on vacation together, Kirtley family vacation. So we will not be here for that week. So the guys that are members here, they only have to pay half of their membership this month since we're going to be out a week. And, of course, we've actually gained a couple members because of that, so that's pretty cool. But nonetheless, we will be back. Be finishing up our 4th race after that, and then of course we're going to have a chicken cook-off. We're going to cook some chicken wings for the banquet this time. I'm going to get a big old fryer out here, set it up outside, and we're going to fry some chicken wings. And just when we get a batch done, we're going to bring them in, put them on some napkins, and we're going to have sauces and stuff for people to dip. It's going to be a pretty good time, I think. And those guys and gals that don't like chicken, I think we're going to grill them some hamburgers. So, you know, we'll touch on all of our racers. We definitely don't want any of them being upset. Randy Kirtley, 201 total laps right now with 2 more heats left to go, average of 33.5. Jackson Darty back up in that second position, 1.78, about 10 laps ahead of Glenn Burden with 29.7. Glenn's 28. That's your top 3. Now, the bottom 3 here, we got Gunner. He was holding second position for quite some time, and he's still in it, 165, 27.5. Bruce Wellington with 27.3 at 164. He's also in it for that second place battle. And Nathaniel Burden, 1 to 48. He's going to need a wreck out from everybody, but I wouldn't count it out. I've seen stranger things take place. So just keep an eye out for all these racers. We're going to go ahead and clear out these strikes and move on in over to the oval. Let you guys watch these guys for a few seconds until we come back racing here in about a minute 45 seconds.
Race starts in 40 seconds.
We are. We're still running. Yellow.
Race starts in 20 seconds. Race starts in 5 seconds.
Hurry, Glenn. Run, run, run.
All right, folks, 4 red lights dropping out to green. Coming into our second and last round robin heat here. 20 laps down from first place is Jackson Darty. Glenn Burden is 3 laps down, or 10 laps down from Jackson. And Gunner is about 3 laps or so down from Glenn. As we get our first strike here. Let's see who it is. And that's going to be a strike on black for Matty Ice. Other than his first heat, he's not really had a whole lot of wrecks. So it's just a shame that, you know, one heat can do it for you. I know the last time I raced for Bruce, a couple of weeks back, you know, that one heat really, really done me in, because after that one heat, nobody wrecked that race. It was crazy. So it was very tough to reel those laps in. I got close and ended up gaining 1 position on 1 person, but none of the big leaps like what we've seen here today with Jackson going from the bottom all the way to the top after setting out. So it's anybody's ball game, as they say, until the very last lap. So right now we got a minute 33 seconds. We see Gunner here trying to fish out a car up underneath Dead Man's Bridge. And that's going to be another strike there for Natty Ice. You can ask Matty Ice, you can ask Jay, you can ask any of these guys that race here all the time. You know, sometimes you just think your weekend, it's tough, you know. Natty Ice's third wreck there. You see him at the corner of Dead Man's Corner as his car come out right there unseated. Natty needed to see this maybe go the other direction. And like I said, man, sometimes no matter how hard you try, it ends up getting you. But he is representing the 4 Crowns shirt from last year. And like I said, guys, we got one more series left, and it's 4 Crowns time. So we got the fall series. And in the fall series, getting hyped up even a little bit, we got a $500 race coming up, sponsored by Josh Reinerson. $500 is what the race is going to be. That's going to be first strike there for Gunner. And then leading out of that, we're going to go right in November to the 4 Crowns. Hopefully we'll be at New Lanes Raceway by then. I'm just hoping we're going to be there. We've been working so hard on trying to get that place ready to go that I don't know. I really don't know the roof situation and it not even having the walls painted yet. So we'll just have to wait and see. Now it doesn't take very long to tear down these tracks and get them moved. The biggest issue is re-gluing all of the track back together, because you have to tear it apart and rip it up to be able to move it. So, and then wire everything back up. And it takes a couple of days to do that. But as long as we can get it done, get it rolling, and get the new Aton track rolling, I think we'll be setting pretty good. And we got a yellow flag here. It says red flag, but we still have 2 seconds on the clock here. We'll see who this is come off. So it looks like Gunner's back up into 3rd position here. And it looks like Glenn's failed quite a bit. He's going to take a strike here. As we finish out the last 2 seconds or so in this heat. One more heat left to go, and then this race will be concluded for the week. And that is a red flag rotation. Right now, Randy Kirtley still in the lead. He would have to crash out at the very beginning of the race for anybody to even have a slight hope of a chance of catching him. Randy Kirtley right now 33.6 on average. Jackson Daugherty 30.3 on average. Him and Randy's got some pretty close times. We see where Jackson wrecked out there on red, really crushed him. Gunnar Bender now back in 3rd position, a lot quicker than he was last week, making some points this week for sure. Right now in the 3rd position, but right on his heels is Bruce Willinson, his arch nemesis from the oval track, as both Bruce and Gunnar go head to head yet again to see who's going to bring out this 3rd position. And that's coming up next. Now Glenn, don't count him out. He's only 2 laps down. He just needs either Gunnar or Bruce to wreck one time, and he'll have that. So these top 3 guys right here battling for 3rd position. Nathaniel Burden is having a rough weekend here, as he's got 10 on orange and 6 on black. Pretty much counts him out for this week. Heading over to the strike system, we'll go ahead and clear that out. Minute 37 seconds. We'll be right back with you.
gonna go eat first, though. Oh, yeah.
All right, 4 red lights drop out. This 8 of 8 heat here. And I'm sorry, I kind of fell asleep at the wheel. I was talking to Josh Reinerson about the pink dots and the yellow dots from the Rookie Series and how important they are going to be in upcoming races. And you can sell them to people if you want, but I wouldn't recommend it, as these dots are going to be quite valuable for future race endeavors. 1 minute, 29 seconds. We'll see Randy Kirtley still out there in the lead. He's poised to get him a pink dot today. He's got the pink dot on his car, and it looks like he might win this one today. Even if he crashes out right now, I don't think anybody could catch him because he's more than 10 laps ahead of everybody. So we get a pause here. See the car start back at the start-finish line. Now, coming up after this race, probably take a small little break in between like we usually do so people can get them something to eat. No more than 5 or 10 minutes or so, as we've got plenty of time. And then we are going to move into our main event for the night, which is the NASCAR Fairview IT Cup Series here at Lanes Raceway. And I'll tell you what, it's been a pretty exciting class. I think most guys have appreciated that class the most out of all of them. It has been the main event for 3 weeks. So everybody is just in love with the NASCAR. Now, that's been the way it is since we very first started here. They hate it, but they love it. It's quite strange. When they get a win in it, you know, it is a sense of accomplishment because how fast these cars go. But I will tell you this. To get that win, you have to have a little bit of luck because the Fairview Cup Series is definitely a blood bowl. But like I said earlier, the guys have been racing quite clean with one another on the oval track, and it has ran pretty successful in the 2-minute heats. It was almost like 3 minutes when we first started was just a little too much for the guys. And now with the 2 minutes, we're able to run more races and do things a little bit different with the 3-strike system and stuff. That's the beauty at Lanes Raceway about having a membership. But see, these guys are not paying to race these races when they got a membership, other than their membership. So that leaves things open. We can do different kinds of races, and all of them, all throughout the week, they're entered for free because they're members. So that's the beauty about a membership. Now, the price may look scary, but once you actually do the math, if you really enjoy slot car racing, you're here all the time anyway, you're almost crazy not to do it. Even if you just make Sunday, you're crazy not to do it because we got it set up that way so that you get as much racing as you possibly can handle in a given week. But not only do we do circle racing, we do drag racing, we do tractor pulls. There was a race I was trying to get going yesterday where we were going to have some cops and robbers, 4 of them cops, 4 of them robbers running from each other on Saturday, but we couldn't get enough people to do it, and I even had the simulator set up, so if a racer won, they had to run from the police. It was going to be pretty cool, but nonetheless, we didn't get that going on, but maybe in the future we'll get that going on. We've been talking about the cops and robbers run here at Lanes Raceway as something since we've been opened. Tom Payton, me, and a few other people have tossed it back and forth, and it just never has came to fruition. Now, it's a very exciting idea, but how to implement it is a tough thing indeed. We're always trying something new here at Lanes Raceway. Like I said, coming up with Josh Reinerson's big race there in October. That's the Halloween Havoc's going to be sick. It's literally the weekend before Halloween. So Halloween will still be able to have a good time. You know, everybody's excited. Randy Kirtley finally wrecking out. But it's too late, too long, as there's only 11 seconds left to go. Your top 3 is definitely pretty much solidified here now. Randy, Jackson, and Gunner with 9 seconds left to go in the heat. So we see a strike here on yellow. Now, last year we had what was called Blast from the Past. They had to bring it back from time, and that's kind of some of the secretive type stuff. So the giveaway was if they all found these track stickers that would pull me back into time, they could pull me back into time, and they would get the fastest GRC known to man. And that went to Marley here in Livermore, and she could run that in GRC races. And here's the crazy thing, folks, is that it had a Super 16D motor in it when everybody else is running stock motors. So there is quite a big advantage there. Now, granted, our GRC races are rookie-based, inspired, and stuff like that. And for the most part, it's just for fun. So, you know, her having that specialty car is kind of a soul-bound one-off legendary that you would get in like a video game. And that made it exciting. And everybody loved that idea. So we're kind of continuing that kind of trend with the pink dots. So the pink dots and the yellow dots, you'll be able to get access to pink dot and yellow dot equipment for your cars in the races. And that's just kind of a tidbit. That's one of the things you can use them for. There's also other things that you can use them for too. But that's to be in the future. And it's only getting hotter from here, folks. That is the logo for the Summer Series. It's only getting hotter from here. We're not going to let down the heat. The heat's only going to get increasingly hotter as we progress through these series and as we progress through all the way to the 4 Crowns and a live track. So after that race, Randy Kirtley's going to bring it home with 262 total laps, averaging 32.8. Jackson Daugherty, missing that first red lane, really killed him. His average only 30.4 with a 243 total laps. Gunnar Bender making his laps back up. Finishing a 3rd position here. That looks good on Gunnar for sure. Means he's a top runner in the mini truck series. And Bruce Bullington too there with 4th position. He's also right there. There's 5 points difference separating these two. In this case, be 10 because the way that it is, and this is double the points.
Hey, Randy.
So 229 total laps for Gunnar, 227 for Bruce Bullington, 222 for Lynn, 182 for Nathaniel. Of course, Nathaniel having a rough go of it this week, but we've all been there, and it's just a rubbing race. Racing's tough. Coming up next, we have our main event, Fairview IT Management Cup Series, live here at Lanes Raceway. We're going to take a small few-minute break here, let the guys give them something to drink, get something to eat, get some fresh air. That was a tough Group 12 race. We've seen a lot of swapping back and forth. It was pretty crazy. We'll see if we see some of that crazy intensity now going back over to the oval track to run some of that Fairview IT Management Cup Series. Not to mention, some of these guys got a little bit of warm-up there in the rookie series as we've seen a change from Zach. Zach already got him 2 yellow dots. Now we see that yellow dot moving on to Josh Reinerson. Josh Reinerson actually taking that win in the rookie series. His points will be added and allocated. Of course, it's top 4 for them too. If they've never won, they're going to get a good prize at the end of this series. But like I said, coming up next, Fairview IT Management Cup Series here at Lanes Raceway. You know it as the Blood Bowl. You know it as the Pure Debacle. It's got many names, but sometimes it comes out and it's some pretty good racing. So stay tuned for that coming up next. God bless you, and I'll see you then.